Hello, everybody. How is it going today? Welcome to Misty Mountain Streaming and episode 29 of The Wild Beyond. Thank you, Raiders, for coming in here with Sally Quinn. Anyone who doesn't follow Sally Quinn, why? You should. And I just got given a piece of, lore information about our stream from Mav. Last time we played was our 1 year anniversary, which, considering that was episode 28, we are sticking pretty well to the every other week, a little above every other week on average right now, just barely.
I'm blaming con season.
I mean,
being popular.
Or just you're saying
reasons.
You're saying, but welcome everyone in. I'm gonna take my ring off so I don't make that sound every time I put my hands together. It's so annoying to edit out later. I'll just hear clink. Few announcements before we jump in. First of all, to my wonderful players here, I missed you all. It's been 2 weeks, and I always miss when we have a week off. So thank you so much for being here. I love every single one of you. You may all notice we are down a player. Our bard is fittingly at a concert. You know what? If there's anything for a bard to miss a session for, I think a concert would be it.
And just so you know, he did message our group and said, just so you know, wink, Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay. So his first action, should there be any combat, will be Bardic Inspiration. So a few announcements before we go ahead and jump in to tonight's session. First, we'll start with the Misty Mountain streaming announcements. They are still running sub goals, and seriously, let me implore you all, if you're able to, drop a sub here or drop a sub over on Thousand Faces TTRPG, because I'm going to be selfish here, it makes us look good when you sub, when we're playing, okay?
Not that we don't already look good, Ethan.
No, I mean, you look amazing, but I need to look better. I need all the help I can get. So please subscribe, and please check out the other games that are still going on Misty Mountain Streaming, including Wednesday's Spelljammer might feature a special guest, so you should definitely tune into that. There are some fantastic new dice over on Misty Mountain. I just grabbed 2 sets of their silicone dice, and they are absolute chaos. And I love that.
How does that work?
They bounce so much. I have never had the need for a dice tray as much as these. I have almost lost so many of them already, but they're wonderful. So check those out.
In gummies?
1,000, I believe it is 1,010 is our code. I'll double check that. But if you want 10% off. Any other Misty Mountain announcements? No. So general announcements here. This is an 18+ stream. As always, we do enjoy our legal recreational beverages and inhalants, and we do enjoy our cursing. So be warned of that. Please clip your favorite moments so that we can watch them after the stream. I always appreciate that. And if you ever want to catch up on past episodes, maybe you're joining in for the first time, you can watch a number of past episodes on our YouTube, Thousand Faces Cosplay. You can also listen to, here in just a few minutes, it'll finish uploading, up through episode 5 on Go Buff Yourself, which is available on Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, and working on Apple. Apple. But yeah, those are past ways that you can, or those are ways you can keep up and catch up on past episodes. We also have episode 3 of City of the Crimson Tower on Thousand Faces TTRPG YouTube and Twitch on Tuesday, featuring 2 of the players here and also Sally Quinn and Mithril Cosplays, and it's Anna Margaret, who I just have to give a shout out to one of my players here because I'm very proud of her and I am incredibly jealous simultaneously. Either today or tomorrow, Anna Margaret is playing today. She's playing in her second in-person D&D game ever, and it is led by Brennan Lee Mulligan and played with Zach Oyama and Anjali.
So how does that become
Erika
us?
Ishii as well.
And Erika Ishii. God damn it!
How do we get in?
Oh, I
Can
am.
I smooch Erica Ishii?
I am so
on the
proud
mouth?
of her and so envious of her simultaneously. I've never felt
She's gonna
such
kill it.
such intense emotions, but I'm very proud of
What
her.
does she look like? I want to take her place. I can wear a wig.
Also have to grow a few more inches.
I got this. I'll bounce
Yeah, but I do believe those are our announcements. So we're gonna go ahead and run that sweet, sweet intro video, and then.
What about our announcements, Ethan?
Oh, do you have any announcements for right now?
Yes, happy Pride Month, guys. I've got the shirt on.
Damn right. Damn right. Happy
Happy
Pride
Pride.
Month, everybody. Be who you are.
Love whoever you
Love
love.
whoever you love and love who you are. So, yeah, I think that was a good announcement. Well, until then, with Morgan/Melon deep-throating a sausage, we will run this intro and get ready for episode 29, For the Trees Have No Tongues. Episode 29 of The Wild Beyond.
My head hurt.
When we left off, the wild things departed from the peaceful, nearly idyllic town of Vale Crossing and started to try to make a dent in some of the problems they had been informed of, some of the jobs and things that needed doing, and ways that they could improve things around here until they figure out how to get out of this part of the Feywild and go elsewhere. There were a few jobs that the wild things had been told about, a few issues. There was a mysterious, deadly creature that Sheriff Grimm told them about, called the Snark. There was a strange entity in the tavern whom you had met before who offered you copious amounts of gold in exchange for particular organic material, specifically a unicorn horn and a troll's eye. But the job that you all decided to pursue first was the issue of a goblin logging camp. And goblins, according to the mayor and a number of other individuals, had started ever since the disappearance of the protector of this part of the Feywild, Oberon. The goblins had taken over his seat at the Green Keep and had recently started a logging operation in the nearby Shroudwood. And it was this job that you all decided to hit up first. So you headed east out of Vale Crossing towards where, according to the map you were given, the Shroudwood and the Goblin logging camp was. Mav, you are laughing to yourself way too much. What is going on?
You're not checking the chat, Ethan.
No, I'm not checking the chat. Did I do something? Is it me? Just tell me if it's me.
No, we're making cum jokes.
Oh,
It was the
yay!
particular organic material.
Oh,
and I put in parentheses, it's cum, isn't
my
it?
God. Yes. The strange creature wants copious amounts of cum in exchange for copious amounts of gold, which is the oldest profession in the world. Anyway, you all...
You asked.
I regretted it very quickly. You all started heading east, but before arriving, you saw something that you'd seen once before in the swampy land of Hither. A rift in space and time, a rift in this plane into some darker domain. And on the other side this time, you saw another dark land, but different from the first one that you saw. This one, an industrial hellscape with gouts of sparkling smoke choking the sky, and malformed, strange-looking spellcasters, along with terrifying-looking felines, began to pour forth from this opening. Kai, learning from the first experience, immediately began to hunt for an item that was out of the ordinary, that might be anchoring this portal to this land. Managed to locate it, but not before one of the spellcasters managed to detonate a large fireball, doing some pretty good damage, including to the one person who tried to advocate caution, Gromp, who was immediately incinerated and downed. As in just the nick of time, the anchor was tossed back through the portal just as a large worm-like creature erupted from the ground on the other side of the portal and began charging towards the portal, with it closing not a moment too soon. But when it closed, that item that served as the anchor, this leg of one of the demented-looking felines, remained and pulsed with magical power. You all then continued heading to the east, to the Shroudwood, where you quickly were able to locate the goblin logging camp. And the reason you were so easily able to find this logging camp wasn't the visual of it. It was the sound. The sound of industry, of whirring gears, of spinning blades, of trees felled and fallen, and the occasional high-pitched voices of goblins. But as you followed these sounds, the logging camp came into view. And these goblins clearly are incredibly well organized. The camp itself, as the five of you approach through the tree line, luckily the noise is very loud, so you're able to approach without being immediately noticed, and you can get into a position where you can at least start to scout things out. And from here, you can see a few things about this goblin camp. One, it's separated into two sections, and it seems to be a very orderly operation here. There are stacks of lumber that have been piled on the exterior to the south and west and north. There are a number of goblins hard at work at an elevated large wooden platform. The ones on this platform, you notice there is one goblin that's slightly larger than the others, hunched, and has a whip that it lets dangle over its shoulder when not in use, barking orders in goblin at the others. But it isn't that larger goblin or the smaller ones that really catches your attention. It is a metal monstrosity, bipedal, that has two large whirring saw blades for arms, that is currently over in the northeastern section of the camp and walks over, or thuds over, to a tree and begins to the squealing sound of metal cutting through this ancient tree as industry begins to conquer nature.
Oh no, man. And he crosses his arms. Ow. This doesn't feel right.
I didn't read the request for dealing with this. Did it say kill every goblin or did it say stop the logging?
The second one.
Kill.
Melon, you can't read.
I know, but I wanna.
I think this is more going for like the environmental fascism kind of thing of just break the shit.
I mean, that's clearly what they're fucking. Look at all the and he throws his arm up, and this is kind of the first time you've seen Bodie get physically upset about something. Look at all of this. Look what they're doing. There's no fucking respect.
It's sad. Like, the world is sad that this is happening. Can y'all feel that?
What? No, not even a little bit.
Hurts in my shell, man. I fucking feel you.
You sure this is not the gout?
He looks down at his both of his legs, which he actually can't see over his belly. Yeah, I don't think. Do I have that?
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But okay, so you guys evidently feel strongly about this. We like to get paid and have somewhere to sleep during the night, so it's a win-win to just make this stop.
So are we trying to go? Well, I assume. And he kind of wipes his hands on his tum-tum. And he goes, well, I assume we're trying to do this as peacefully as possible, but just know. And he points at everybody in turn as he pulls a joint out of his shell and he lights it. I'm ready to fucking go when you're ready to fucking go.
So what you're saying is the peaceful solution is as violent as possible.
Oh, hang on. And Kai's gonna turn around and look at Gromp, who still probably looks a little bit crispy. It probably isn't in our best bet to go picking overt fights right now. Ethan, can I make a perception check for this place? Because you told us about the sawing thing. Is there anything else we see?
Absolutely. I would actually... Yeah, perception will work. And if you want to make one as well, we can have you be the two who make those checks.
I will assist.
All right.
Oh, assist or do your own roll?
I'm gonna just do it with you.
Dirty 20.
19.
Both of you are able to notice a few things. First, I will say that this perception process of noting and taking in everything takes a couple minutes as you all are hunkered here on right at the, just a little inside the tree line of the shroud wood. And you're crouched down and watching, observing. Through the shrubs and the large ancient trees, you're able to notice a few things. This is, like I said, industry. This is an organized camp. And as a result, it features a repetitive process, as anything like this would. The large metal bipedal thing with the saw blades for arms cuts down trees, brings them over to a track that has carts on it that leads up to the wooden platform. The trees themselves are then cut down by a complex mechanism on the platform into timber. The timber is then dropped from the platform into a small body of water nearby, where they are floated just a little ways down, retrieved, and stacked into lumber piles. and this is done over and over again. That is something that, just given enough time, all 6 of you are able to observe. But something that the 2 of you, in particular, observe with beating a 16. Occasionally, the large mechanical thing lumbers over to one of 4, or one of a few. You can't exactly see how many from here, but it's 4 since I already said it. One of 4 barrels, and a hose is ejected from the center of this bipedal construct and dipped into the barrel. Stays there for a minute or so. The hose then retracts, and the machine goes back to felling trees. One other thing that you notice, Kieren, just slightly better than Otto's perception, you're able to see that 2 of the goblins, who are standing in sentry-style positions, just looking, watching, aiding when necessary, are carrying, slung over their shoulder, these strange-looking tubes. And at the end of each of these tubes is a small flame.
Does it look like there's any more of those laying around? Or is it just...
You do not
there?
see any additional ones from here. That doesn't mean there aren't. You just don't see any.
I'm gonna relay that to everybody else.
Okay, so those guys have flame. It feels like they would throw flames. Is that like an accurate name? Maybe.
Yeah,
Flame
flames.
thrower.
Throwing a flamethrower. You know, I'm gonna trademark that. So that could already cause some damage.
Either am I smart enough to, like, actually understand that those barrels might be fueled and thus flammable?
I don't feel
I would.
comfortable saying whether you're smart enough to make that conclusion. I feel like that's a you decision as to whether you think Kieren would make that connection.
I think after relaying that to everybody else, somebody else might be able to make that leap of logic.
Well, you see the big thing there?
It's thirsty.
Yeah. There's like at least 4 barrels there. After it goes through its motions of cutting, dropping, and all that stuff, it can only do it for so long before it drops a tube in those barrels, sits there for a minute, and starts again. So, look, I've run moonshine with my pops and the rest of my family. That right there is fuel. All I know is that if that gets a spark, that goes boom.
I
But
feel
that's
like
also
Wraught
quite short.
immediately perks up.
So-
as far as we can tell, it sounds like there's a couple of things we can do to stop this process and get paid. We can break that, and she points at the logging machine with the blades. We can break that, and she points at the machine that's cutting everything into planks. And we can explode the rest.
Can we just explode all? That would be amazing.
I have maybe, I think, a question of conscience, if you will. I feel like these people just kind of like showed up to work and did what they were told. And then that's really gonna put a damper on their day.
Bodie,
I
I've
do
been
wanna-
thinking about you. I didn't say murder anyone in that statement.
No, I wasn't thinking about murder. I was mostly thinking that we're coming in and we're fucking up their shit, and they're like, we gotta do something about this. So maybe we should say something to them, like, hey, we're from section 420, and we're here to inspect your whatever the fuck these cutty mob things are. I shouldn't do
Don't
it.
even get dental.
Bodie, section 420 is about scaffolding.
No, Bodie, I think you're doing a great job.
I'm so sorry, my guy. I didn't mean to be disrespectful about your trade.
He takes eating raw meat and OSHA very seriously.
Oh, she's very important. I'm really glad you're around. I don't want,
I
So
have
thank
my
you for-
50-hour card.
Thank you for your service. But
I think that we look enough like the locals, and if they're giving the locals problems, then I don't think they're going to be very welcome to seeing anybody that isn't a goblin. Also, fuck goblins, man.
We know a nice goblin. I've met
I've
nice
never met a
goblins
nice
before.
goblin. Never.
Jingle Jangle.
Okay, Jingle Jangle's exempt, but you know what? She was also a recluse.
And I also met a few nice goblins when we used to sell to them as well.
I'm gonna pick up Otto and aim him at the camp, like, but do they look like nice goblins to you?
I just love the image really quick. I just love the image of like to prove it, just like especially because he's not that much shorter than Kai. Just like
You said you were ready to fuck stuff up. Let's blow stuff up. Doesn't mean we have to murder. Let's just blow some shit up. I want to break a machine.
Joe.
The forest is sad.
Not that anybody cares what I have to say. Clearly, it's the tall people speaking over my head. I can be a goblin.
I can speak goblin.
we'll go be goblins,
Don't the
you
goblins here
guys.
speak Sylvan? Listen, I can be a posh goblin with a clipboard.
That's what I'm saying. Go in, tell him you got inspected, get the fuck out, fuck it up.
Yeah, I can do some sabotage shit while you're doing that. If you wanted to take like Melon with you as a bodyguard for being a goblin, I can sneak in and try to fuck up machines if you guys want to try to start burning the barrels.
So do we want to perhaps assign people to positions for maximum breakage, and Melon and I can come in and talk about, what was that, Melon? OSHA violations?
Give me a second to recall. I need to remember my numbers.
Yeah, I remember he got certified like 2 years ago at the docks. It was very weird. It was fish and OSHA for like 5 months. I think he had to be qualified as like a thing for his work because he tried to eat 2 of the other workers, so he had to work for like workplace safety.
If one and 10.
That's where all his brain went.
178. Heavy machinery operation.
Bodie, you can be in 2 places at once since you can be multi-turtle.
How the fuck does that work?
I've seen you be 2 turtles at once.
Yeah. But I think
So-
I have to be angry. Let me see.
Okay, are you not angry about nature destruction?
I am furious!
So what if your other turtle self can like knock down stacks of woods and float them down the river, and the other one fucks up a machine?
I'm fucking in, let's go. Assuming I can actually do that.
Okay, so does
Otto-
Otto and Bodie want to blow up? Sorry.
Otto would like to kind of figure out what time of day it is right now.
Isn't it always midday?
Yeah, that's
I know.
hard here. What I will say that you can know is
Shit,
How-
thanks, that's why I'm asking.
like how long you've been in town, because you all didn't take a long rest there, if I recall, did you?
We slept there.
You did sleep? Okay. Yeah, that's right. You slept, and then you just did a few things. You've only been up for and out of the town for about... It took you about 3.5 or so hours in total to get here. 4. So you've been up for about 5. So it's mid-afternoon.
So lunch rush has already happened. We've already had lunch, so they'll be full. That means there's more people working, probably coming in for second shift
Lunch
as
rush.
well. So That means there might be more goblins if things go wrong. That means more people for us to fight if things go wrong. Okay, sorry.
So what we need is somewhere to convene if things do go wrong, and we have to book it.
Yes.
Because I'm not fighting that. And she points at the machine with the saw blade. She goes, I can already feel that cutting into my tender, beautiful flesh.
As it just eats through the trunk of another tree.
I do have a question about that thing. Does it have overhead guards on it?
As in protecting the driver?
The operator.
Yes. You, or at least from what you can see where you are, which is a good... You're looking through the tree line, and it's then about 100 feet away from you at that point. At no point when you turn can you see a driver.
I don't know what time it is. I only know man. I'm useless.
So that means that thing is kind of out of the picture, but if you get rid of its fuel, it can't run anyways, so... Does everybody even have a way to blow up the barrels? Like, does everyone have flints or like a match? Sorry, not Joe, Wraught, like, you're gonna be talking as a goblin, you can't exactly spew fire.
Watch me.
Do you want to, like, give a little lit stick or something to a couple people so they have some way to catch stuff on fire?
Hey, hold on. Guy, and this is Gromp, just for the record, you, said you wanted to go in there and, like, try to sabotage the equipment, right? And the whole reason everyone else is going in there is to serve as a distraction, right? Well,
No, they're gonna blow up the fuel. They're not distractions. That's to mess up the chopping machine. I'm just gonna be on the back end for the big one to crawl up to it.
Well, if we take down, like, the machine at the platform, that kind of fucks everything up, right? Do we even have to blow up the fuel?
Bear? Yeah, that could be a real quiet thing.
I was just thinking because I can make you invisible.
This is shiny new information, Gromp.
I've made people invisible before.
It made me invisible and it was useless.
What was that?
Look, that was operator error.
Oh, you fucking lay it on me. If you guys still want to be a distraction, that would be fantastic. But you can if you
How
don't
far
want.
away?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
How far away is what I'm assuming is now a sawmill in comparison to the operation?
Basically, yeah. So there is a central wooden platform that has been erected here. It's about 45 feet by 75 feet, and it's relatively central to the current logging site. So the large construct, or the large machine walking around sawing down trees, is currently up to the northeast of it, about 40 feet away from it. There are a total of what you can see here of, assuming there is a driver inside of the machine, at least 8 goblins that you can see. And Otto, since you speak goblin, you do occasionally hear the overseer, "Get to work! Faster! Got quotas to meet!"
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
Revolution.
Just really, really quickly. One, I don't speak goblin. I do speak Sylvan. Is there? Do we all think there's a chance that goblins speak Sylvan?
They've got quotas to make.
So perhaps I take Otto with me, and I'm a big city Sylvan goblin. And he's my official translator rather than Melon. Secondly, it sounds like the best things to do would be to take out the machine and the cutter. So we're going to need 2 teams. So who would like to volunteer for what? And ideally, you go in, you pull out some small bit that looks important and run.
Do we need to get rid of the big machine if the cutter's down, though? That's what Gromp was saying earlier.
I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong.
The thing is, if we break the last part of it, where they're moving the stuff up the stream, if we break that, they can still probably fix it. But the big thing that's chopping the wood is still an issue. If we get rid of the fuel source, then they can't use it anymore, and therefore it'll run out of. It might hurt us or try to hurt us, but after a certain while, the fuel's going to run out, and that thing's going to be stationary.
I got an idea. If we go and sabotage the big machine first, we might be able to make it loud enough that they're all distracted by that, go running towards it, and then at that point, someone else can from afar light off the fuel, like Wraught with her fire breath and somebody with a bow and arrow that's lit on fire, and then we fucking book it, Smokey.
So I don't need to be a fancy goblin?
No, if
No,
you don't
still
want
be
to.
well, yeah.
I can breathe fire as a fancy goblin.
That puts you right in the center of it, though.
But it may, if there's a driver in that logger thing, make them come out.
If it makes you feel like your truest, most goblin self, Rod, you fuck it. You do it.
I'm feeling my goblin self.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, you are.
Okay, so Gromp's gonna make me invisible. I'm gonna go to the machine. Wraught is gonna go do her goblin thing with Otto. Bodie, Melon, are you guys going to be security off to the side, ready to make stuff blow up if you can?
I need my official translator. I don't speak goblin.
That's why Otto's going with you. We good? And Gromp, you're gonna not die off here to the side because you're still looking kind of crispy?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay. Wait. So I'm just making you invisible and staying back here, right?
Yeah, you want to give somebody bardic inspiration or something?
Yeah. Who needs it? Who needs it most? All right. Wraught, he like very softly while like holding the strings to mute them a little bit. You're gonna do great, and gives you bardic inspiration, and then will make sure he still has bardic. Yep, he has one charge of bardic inspiration left. That is a D6, just a reminder at level 4, and he is then going to. There we go. He is then going to cast invisibility on Kieren. And then ducks. Because he's tall.
You just kind of hang out here with Clapperclaw until, we get the signal, and then we're getting the fuck out of here.
Clapperclaw, who has just been mindlessly following along, just, like a follower in a video game. Hasn't been doing anything. But yeah, the two of them will hang out here. So there was a lot of discussion. What is happening and what is the plan?
I am going to cast Disguise Self on myself. She's going to wave her hand down and like she's pulling a zipper down over herself. Her dragon self falls away, and standing before you as the dragon self unzips is a dapper little goblin woman. She has a tight pencil skirt and a collared white blouse and a really tasteful pearl necklace and a watch and a clipboard, and her hair is really, really slicked back and tied up in a bun, but she has some really sexy little horn rim glasses on.
There was a lot there.
I've heard of a term called an office siren. I didn't know what it meant, but I think that's what it is.
Oh, and stilettos. She's got stilettos on in the grass.
Jesus. And Otto, what are you doing as Wraught disguises self? Are you going in just as a Harangon?
I question a lot of things about myself right now. Otto is. But I guess what do I look like right now? Oh, I'm gonna go in as a Harangon. I can't change. I can't wait. Yes, I can. Hold on.
I can use Minor Illusion to give him a little bow tie and a top hat.
That's the thing that was missing. That's what was missing about his look, was a lack of a bow tie.
Wait,
That.
do I have a disguise kit? I think because I work for the carnival. Do I have that?
Doesn't that take time to apply?
I don't see it
Every
in your...
second is a tree
No,
lost.
no. I just have a carnival. Nope, I don't. Oh well, we're just gonna go in like this. You
Well, you
got
have a magic bow tie and a top hat now.
Bet, fine, whatever. Yeah. All right. This seems work approved. Okay. Dress code violation. All right, let's go. Could have made me have a hard hat or something. Like an actual one on my
I
hand.
changed his top hat to a hard hat.
But
But his ears
it's a
pop
hard
out to,
top
like,
hat.
carved holes in the
Yeah.
top, so his ears pop out.
And his
Thanks.
Jesus. So, even giving a little pass to that use of minor illusion, so Kieren is invisible. What about Melon and Bodie? What are the two of you doing in this moment or this situation? What's the plan for you?
I think we're trying to find some place in between, so in case something goes wrong, we can respond to either situation.
We're the second wave. You know what I mean? Like, we're the brick wall. So when shit goes awry, they gotta go through us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
The response team.
So at the moment, you're still hanging back, hiding to see how things go?
I mean, is there anywhere a little closer that we might be able to hide behind? Even like laying down behind like
No.
a fallen log or something?
You could definitely try to move forward a little bit closer. You won't be able to obviously now. You could move forward, like army crawling through the tree line, or you could try to get somewhere in the camp and hide, like behind one of the lumber stacks or anything like that. Which are you wanting to do? I will let you know that because of the noise and the overgrowth, to stay farther back, military crawling in, no check necessary. But if you wanted to go in to the camp to get closer, but stay hidden, then a check would be necessary.
I like the no check because I have technically heavy armor.
And it kind of makes sense for me too, because I can already kind of move like that. And then my shell serves as kind of like a camouflage hat, but for my body.
Have you seen a lion in the tall grass? No, you don't.
No, motherfucker, you don't be seeing that.
Oh, Bodie, speaking of which, when we do this, it's like, it looks fucking feral.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
It's a little creepy. It's like, oh shit, this guy is actually out here to hunt something.
Oh, and as he's got his joint in his mouth, and he's like, joint in his mouth. So, he sees you prowling. So, you don't like to turtle, right? Right?
What?
You look scary as fuck, like pure apex predator bullshit. I heard that somewhere.
I want to kill something, so yes.
Oh, am I fucking that up? Oh, and he moves a little further away from you. You do your thing, guy.
So, Kieren, are you waiting for Otto and Wraught to head into the camp, or are you just, as soon as turning invisible, starting to make your way towards the platform?
That second one. As soon as Kieran's invisible, you remember in Bavlorna's hut how Wraught just went like full weird grem.
Oh, hold on. Sarah's screen froze for me. Did it freeze for anyone else?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Sarah's dying.
This is actually happening in-game.
He's refreshing.
This is happening in-game. It's just that, yeah.
Feywild's Wield,
The
everybody.
Feywild is weird.
It's because Kai's invisible and suddenly realized he had to shit really bad, so he ran off mid-sentence to shit.
Oh no!
Hold up.
Technical difficulties.
That's what-
Do we want
that's
to take
what
a
it-
little small?
Well, you know what? While Sarah gets hers refreshed, that's perfect. The first section of this episode will be the planning section. And when we come back in just 3 or so minutes, then we'll be able to get into the execution section. We got her back, but we're still going to take a little break anyway, because it's not a bad thing, but it'll be a short one. Just 3 or so minutes. Don't go anywhere, friends, and we'll see how this plan...
Kind of shit.
It's in character. And we will see how this plan actually works. Be back. And we are back. So, we now have a plan. Now we have to see how well it is executed. So the first thing I would like, because Kieren, you said that you were heading straight in. Yep, go ahead.
I just wanted to note that, you know how in Bavlorna's hut, when Wraught was doing her super secret I'm gonna steal stuff, she kind of dropped down on all fours and wandered around like this little creepy creature?
Yes.
As soon as Kieran's invisible, he practically does that as well. Like, as he starts walking towards the, or going around trees and still trying to be as light on his feet as possible to not leave what footprints he can, he's, like, halfway walking on his hands. Like, as soon as he knows that no one has eyes on him, he drops down to all fours and starts walking like that, even with, like, having hands.
Love it, and it's a detail no one else can see but you. And so, could you please make me, with advantage, a stealth check? Just because you're invisible doesn't mean you can't make sounds. However, all of their passive perceptions are negatively impacted by how loud it is here.
A 13 and a 14 on the die, so dirty 20.
Yeah, you're fine. And you said you were making your way towards the platform where the larger tree parts are cut down into lumber, yeah? Wonderful.
Yeah, just the biggest machine so he can get close to it.
As you start to make your way up there, could you do me a favor? Make an investigation check. Hold on to that number, because this is you investigating how it could be sabotaged. So just hold on to that number for me, and as Kieren, you all see just a part of the brush part where Kai walks through, and then whoosh, shut again. Wraught? Otto? Are you heading in?
Let's go.
Yep.
Get on. And as you walked in, I am also prestidigiting going, so that smells like Chanel number 5.
A little bit of Lily Kelly.
All right. You start heading towards the main camp, out, letting yourself become fully visible out of the underbrush as if you
I have a
belong.
clipboard. I have a pen that I'm tapping on the clipboard.
In Goblin, you hear this, Otto. All of you hear it. Otto, you understand it. Does anyone else speak Goblin? Okay. Then, Otto, you understand as one of the smaller ones. Huh? Boss! Got people here! And the big one with the whip comes and leans over the platform. Who are you? State your business! What are you doing with one of them?
In Sylvan, I'm going to go, hello! I'm here on a surprise inspection from Scabatha, but in Sylvan.
Hey, look, hey, don't worry about that. Look, my name's Darnell. Look, this here, her name's Calico. All right, we're here, Miss Calico, it's called Miss Calico, okay? We're here from Scabatha, okay? She wants to make sure this entire situation down here is doing good, okay? All right, we're just in here for a little bit of an inspection. Hey, a surprise, making sure that everybody's on the up and up and that you can still be in charge of this situation, okay? Won't you let us in?
Could everyone who is watching this exchange make me insight checks? And that includes those participating in it.
Nat 20.
Very nice.
Dirty
15.
18.
Anyone else?
14.
Okay. Those of you who got a 17 or over, keep in mind whether or not you understand Goblin, which is what Otto was just speaking. So everyone other than Otto heard Otto speak a foreign language. and noticed at some point in his sentence, he said something that made the overseer crinkle his forehead, squint his eyes, and look very perplexed and lean forward.
Who'd you say you was here with?
The industry.
You don't understand what he's saying. It's Goblin.
We're here on behalf of Scabatha to make sure you guys is on the up and up, and your whole deal you got going here is good. Making sure you're hitting your numbers and everybody in there is good. You do got to make quota, right?
And he looks you up and down and says,
Well, fine then. What's the password?
and he says this and raises his left hand and gives a come hither motion as a few of the goblins start to move closer towards him.
In Otto's mind, he reaches up to Wraught and said, "Find the password now, please."
I
Read his
cast
mind.
detect thoughts on the overseer.
Ooh, very nice. Now, he speaks Goblin, and so he
I
thinks
can
in
recite
Goblin.
Goblin to Otto mentally.
That's true. It's very.
I repeat what I hear in Goblin to Otto psychically. He can translate it to me psychically.
It's very true. It's very true.
And why I ask how this shit works.
Or he just says it out loud, yeah.
So this is an interesting game of telephone here. Because you're hearing a foreign language, reciting that foreign language to someone. So I need an intelligence check from both of you.
You person who's good at that.
Intelligence check,
Mm-hmm.
18.
21.
You are able to make out the words
Ulagark.
I mentally go to Otto and I go, what does oligarch mean?
Oligarch.
which roughly translates to glory to Gark. And he looks a little disappointed and stands up.
Fine. I'm keeping my eye on you.
That's fine. I'm assuming like Otto is translating for me, just so we don't have to go back and forth all this time. Can you have all your cute little guys come over here because we've got a fanciful announcement about healthcare today?
God. And
Yeah, so can you have line up all those people back? Hold on. Can you line up all your guys over here? We're going to talk about the benefits of healthcare here. Because, look, you don't want your guys just dying out in the field like that. Make them
They
feel
have-
good.
Good, we're finally getting
Have
help. Oh,
dental?
are we getting dental? Is that great? I've been pushing the vet. Oh, we're
You're
finally
getting dental, and
getting.
you're getting dental, and you are getting a mani-pedi.
Ethan, every campaign you have to know we're going to try to create a union that gets at least dental and healthcare.
Apparently.
Just the kobolds and the fucking the frost maiden too.
I'd like to wave my pen at the logging machine. He goes, now is that one automated or you got a driver in there? Because I got some worries for that driver and about his training because we gotta send him away for some special training for these trees because they're so old.
I need deception checks from both of you. As you're making those checks, we jump back over to Kieren. What did you get on your investigation?
19. It's like I rolled nothing but upwards of 13 so far. 4 times. Hell yeah.
Very nice. With a 14,
No, 19.
Oh, 19, excuse me. With greater than a 14, you look at the cutting mechanism here on this platform. The platform itself seems to serve three purposes: the transportation of the lumber to and from the cutting mechanism, the cutting of the lumber, and temporary storage, as there are crates up here and a few stray pieces of lumber that didn't make it over. You are able to see that you feel like you have two approaches you could take to disabling this mechanism. You could try to sabotage it, jam it, break into it, and mess with the wiring, or you could just try to break it through less subtle means, as in just, a rock, and break it really hard. Or you could try to sabotage it through jamming, disabling, and things like that. What approach?
I'd like to do the sabotage. If they look like they're being distracted sufficiently, I still want to do it kind of quietly, so whether or not it's throwing my spare knife into some of the gears somewhere that I feel like would actually jam it and not just like continue to get chewed up, or is there anything that I can break into?
The machinery here is complex, fine, well done. Whoever built this, these goblins, they know their tinkering. Do you have any tools on you? I'm thinking specifically thieves or tinkerers.
I have these tools.
Wonderful.
And I'm proficient in them.
So, could you make me a dexterity check? And as you do that, this is for your thieves' tools. If you're proficient with them, you get to add your proficiency. As you are doing this, we jump once again back over to Otto and Wraught. What did you both get on your deception checks? And before you answer, I forgot to mention this. Wraught, I need you to roll yours at disadvantage. But Otto, while Wraught is rolling that disadvantage, what did you get?
18.
Okay. Wraught?
At disadvantage of 17.
Very nice.
It was going to be 21 even.
A number of the goblins have started to make their way over to listen to you. A few are still... The lumbering machine is still sawing away at this point. And there is one of the goblins that is still up on the platform, making sure that the sawed lumber gets deposited into the water. But the rest have gathered around.
For the 17, one of the buttons off her very tight shirt just goes beep, off into the undergrowth.
The larger goblin definitely takes note of that.
Unlike Wraught, she's extremely curvaceous.
Wonderful. And as that happens, as you pop this illusory button and your goblin cleavage becomes a little bit more visible, the large one leans down to one of the other goblins with one of the flamethrowers patented title from Kieren. And the little one looks up, walks over to you, Otto, and...
Ew, boss wants you to look at something. Make sure it's up to code. Yeah.
All right, look. Hey, Miss Callie, do you got this? The big one over there wants me to go check on something, make sure something's up to code.
I don't suppose any of you saucy little boys speaks common. I went to a fancy college, and all I know is Sylvan because it's the fanciest language. My parents sent me to boarding school.
A few of them, when you ask if they speak common, do you ask that in common or in Sylvan?
I asked that in Sylvan.
No one responds.
I ask it again in common.
Yes, pretty boss lady.
Hey!
And gives a slap up the back of the head who called you boss lady. So, Otto, do you follow the one?
Yeah, I will. And my brain is like, please, I will call if I need help or anything like that. Just I will give a sign.
Make an insight check for me, Otto. 13. Whoo. That's actually...
Can I get 2 of my points to make it a 14?
Sure. Absolutely. Let me see what he even got.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. The one starts to lead you over towards one of the piles of lumber near the water. As Otto walks away, the larger goblin gets closer to you, Wraught. And
My eyelashes.
In Goblin says things to you.
Mentally, immediately to Otto.
Otto, I need you to make me a check here. We're going to actually, it's a wrong use of the word, but it's the only check I can think of. The equivalent of a concentration check.
I'm gonna like try to stall a little bit by like pulling a compact out and powdering my cheeks a little bit.
Totally. So could you actually we'll do another intelligence check, Otto, because right now the goblin who's leading you is non-stop yapping.
Yeah, so over here's the thing you want to do and look at. He told me to lead you over here and take a look at everything over here. So if you come over here, I'll make sure to give you...
He's talking a lot.
$18.
18. You are struggling to focus on both conversations. And so right now, I need you to choose which conversation you focus on. Do you listen to Wraught and ignore possibly certain things that are being said to your face? Or do you listen to things that are being said to your face and possibly miss something from Wraught?
Wraught. I'm going to listen to Wraught.
Okay. There's a bit of a delay in your response to the large goblin. And you...
And if you give it to me to have to say it in goblin-esque, I'm gonna say it like a French person speaking English. It's like, ouble garblick.
I love it. And the translation that you receive, because here's an interesting thing. You send Otto what is being said to you. Otto sends the translation back. Do you then send what you want to say to Otto, and Otto then translates it back to you? There's a lot of mental back and forth here if you want to respond in Goblin through him translating.
Psychic people are so hard. I'll respond in common because he said "hey" in common when he knocked his little lackeys.
Oh no, he has not spoken common. He has spoken exclusively Goblin.
I'll respond in common.
Okay.
And go and but in common also go, my goblin isn't very good. I've got such an accent, and sometimes that accent is just too sexy.
And then make me one more deception check. This is your last one. Yes, this is your last one for this bout.
One was a nat 20, so I hate you.
And what's the other?
I'll put all 3 of my luck points into it to make it a 17.
He responds in common.
It's okay. I think accents are cute.
Oh, you're such a handsome, understanding man. It's so hard to find.
Cuts over to Otto.
Hey! You're not listening. Boss man said it would be a problem if you didn't listen. Why you no listen?
Because you're talking like you're 30 miles an hour. What the fuck? You're going over here, you're talking about over there, you're talking about over there, you're talking about there. You don't even have a detailed list of things that you wanted me to show. You don't even have the proper paperwork of the permits to even be talking like this. Your boss man wants you to go over here, you don't have a list for me. You could have shown me a list and go over that way.
With that insight check that I had you make a little while ago, he doesn't have anything over here to show you. The camera cuts back to Kieren. What did you get on your Thieves' Tools check?
I'm going to use my last 2 luck points to make it 19.
Woo! Fantastic. So, and your stealth... Ooh, I do need, because you're doing new things, also make me stealth with advantage one more time. Because now you're starting to mess with things. No way did they hear that. So we see the one goblin who's remaining up here looking at what's happening. And behind this goblin, we watch as one of the doors used to access the wiring and internal machinery of this saw mechanism drops open quietly. And we watch as a few of the wires get pulled and separated. As this is happening, we cut really quick over to Bodie and Melon, with behind them even Gromp and Clapperclaw. Melon, Bodie, what are the two of you doing as you're not able to see, unless you have something that lets you see invisibility, Kieren, but you are able to see most of what's going down with Wraught and Otto?
I'm just saying, I've never had a sandwich that was fucked up before, so I think that it is probably the most versatile hand food.
What about a hand pie? It's got the word hand in it.
That's true, but does it have a soggy bottom?
It's still a pie. It's fine. It has a soggy bottom. It's also
And
a
you can make
sign
it
of a new baker, and they're learning.
True, and you can have it sweet or savory, but sandwiches are the same way too. But sandwiches don't have edge. They,
A sandwich is classified as bread on the bottom and bread on the top.
Yeah.
And only that.
It's not encased,
Nothing
so
on
it
the
is
top.
not, in fact, a pie of any
Only
variety.
encased is pie.
Okay, yeah.
Is corn dog a pie?
I love you idiots so fucking much, I don't even have words for it. God damn it. Melon and Bodie take a luck point. Otto and Wraught take 2. For roleplay, shenanigans, and descriptions. God, you lovable idiots.
Handsome man.
I'm at. Hold on, time out. I'm having an existential crisis right now.
No,
because
we are not delving into the corn dog debate. No.
It's a pie. It's a fried pie. Deal with
It's
it.
a pie on a
Fried
stick.
hand pie on a stick.
But what's the difference between a regular pie and a hand pie?
The fact that you can hold it in
Regular
your
pie,
hand.
you have to use on a plate. A hand pie you can carry
But a
alone
baby
in
has
your
to use a hand pie on a plate.
No,
I have
hold on,
officially
hold on.
lost control of this stream.
Yes, you have. We're going to go on a 10-minute tangent.
That's all right. I just need to add a counter to the stream, just like they do in Identico. The group has gone on their 18th tangent. I love you guys so much. So we cut back to hear this whispered discussion back here of just what the best hand food is. And then we cut right back to Kieren. I'm going to let you know the DC for what you just attempted was an 18. And you boosted it to a 19.
Because I rolled an 11 and I have a +6 plus proficiency, and I'm like, fuck it.
That's beautiful. So here is my question. Were you wanting, and I'll let you know ahead of time, the answer to this question has no mechanical change. This is purely flavor. Were you wanting to attempt to jam the machine? Or were you wanting to attempt to sabotage, as in shred the internal wiring?
As much as I want to say jam it, that would be really suspicious to everybody who's, doing all their stuff off to the side. So I think Kai would take his last knife and just try to shred something. Like, you know, the vibration made it so the wires went over and got caught in whatever gears and twisted up and caught stuff. So he's going to back up a little bit and just like grab this chunk of wire as much as he can and toss it, like whatever cable there is, into any moving gear and then back up. Just because if stuff starts going flying, he needs to protect his face because it's already beaten up as, you know, as it is. So it's his only asset.
So there's a change in the soundscape here. And at first, Kieren, you're the only one who notices it because you're on the lookout for it as the machines, the track, the saws on this platform all start to... You know that sound of a saw slowly coming to a stop, the shearing sound of the metal as it shing. And then, before you know it, most of the sounds from the logging camp disappear. As this primary mechanism, for right now, simply stops. Yeah.
As soon as Kai hears that there's a change in the sound, like its RPM, that's Sarah's word, might be decreasing or that something broke, he would go, I need to leave. So as soon as he hears that change and his ears go like this, he's going to slip back out the hatch or whatever that he came in to get out of there as fast as possible because he knows people are going to come investigate.
You just immediately backtrack and go back to where you left Bodie, Melon, Gromp, and Clapperclaw. What about Otto and Wraught? Because at this moment, at this exact moment, the two of you, with your passive perceptions, which are not bad if memory serves, Otto's is a 15. Well then, even with a 12, which isn't terrible, let me compare it to one thing. Yeah, even with a 12, the two of you notice that that machinery has stopped.
So, after this, inspection, you, doing anything later?
I'm new to this area, so I'd love to see if you have any, you know, local dive bars. I'd love to see, you know, the local drinks, because that's kind of my thing, is the local drinks. But I'm on the job, sweetheart. I have to give my spiel to you little guys.
Oh, come on. No, they don't need it. Come on, why don't you and I just cut out a little bit?
2 teeth. Yours look great, though.
There is a...
That sounds like a violation.
There is a fizzing and popping sound as something up on the platform begins to... You can see a dirty black smoke as something up there has started to either catch fire or smoke somehow. And there is a grinding of gears as the last moving pieces of the platform grind forcefully to a halt. And the one who was...
I know it's not supposed to do that.
Hey! What's going on?
And storms up to the platform and grabs the one goblin who had been left up there alone to monitor it, lifts him off the ground up to eye height, because this goblin, the one who's been talking to you, is about 5'8". The one he grabs is about 4'4", and he lifts him up.
What is happening?
And throws him back against one of the crates.
I don't know! I was just standing here! It started smoking! Look at it yourself! I'm not an engineer!
Can I point at the rest of the goblins who are gathered around me with my pen and go, if you guys, like, fix that in the next 30 minutes, I'm entitled to give you a bonus on your pay.
You oughta get back to work!
That specifically, not the tree thing, because that's important.
You doing anything, Otto?
Once I relay that back to her, and then it's just like, see, now look, you pulled me away from over here, and now some shit's going on. Now that's going to be on you, bud. I'm gonna have to notate that you took me away from doing my job to come make me go look at whatever the fuck you had over here, which was nothing, to waste my time. Now look at it. And I'm gonna. What's your name, by the way? What's your name?
Full name.
So I can document that. Full name. Let's go.
Zarek?
Zarek.
The goblin? We don't.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
We don't really have family names.
That's some fucking bullshit. That's alright.
Look, you know my culture.
And look here, I dated a goblin. Okay, I was actually married to one for a very long time.
Was it her?
No.
Zarek!
And looks over.
Get up here!
There is just a crowd of almost all the goblins, and the larger machine walks over to the platform, and there is a as the front section of it lifts up, and you can see a sweaty, yellow-skinned goblin inside.
What's going on? What's the holdup?
Something's broken! Shut up! Cut down more trees! We'll get it fixed.
And he looks down at the little one he'd been harassing.
Won't we?
Yeah. No, we'll get fixed as soon as I figure out what anything in here does.
As one of the ones with the quote-unquote flamethrowers jogs up to check it out, can I put my manicured hand on his shoulder and go, hey, little man, that's such amazing tech. If I give you a little bonus to put towards getting your teeth fixed, can I try it on? I don't know if it's going to fit around my chest or anything, but I'd love to model it for the next magazine about logging.
God damn it. Make me a perception check. Or a persuasion check.
Got you fucked up.
Can I make it an advantage if another button pops off my shirt?
The fact that you mentioned it can't fit around your chest is why it's not at disadvantage, okay?
Pop the button.
God.
Please excuse the mic, but that.
+5 to this, so it's a 22.
22. He clutches at this thing.
I'll give you a
I had
little bonus, and I'll pass him a gold.
It took me years to get one.
I just want to try it on.
Unslings it and passes it over to you.
It does not fit around her boobs.
Well, actually, I have a question for you. Your disguise that you used, compared to you,
Same height.
but you... So, there's an interesting thing that happens as you...
If I take it and I put it straight
Hold up.
down.
Hold up, because you said it doesn't fit over your chest. So here's what happens. You sling this over your chest, or over your shoulders, and you, like, pop your goblin titties out there and show that it doesn't fit. And this goblin is very fixated on that part of your anatomy currently, at your encouragement. And then you watch as he goes, huh? And you look down, and you see that the strap is invisible where your chest is, because your boobs are bigger than your chest in reality, and the actual thing goes underneath the illusion. And he looks at it and goes,
I lean in, I go,
What?
Magical plastic surgery.
I said it was going to be... That's a deception check.
I'm
not giving
good
this a
at
disadvantage.
lying.
This is not at disadvantage. He is already quite under your spell, but right now he's seeing something that doesn't line up with reality.
Ethan just gave me 2 more points to inspiration. I'm gonna add them on for a 15.
15?
Plastic surgery.
You can take 2 of mine.
For a 16.
Yeah.
I actually have to compare here. Oh, you are so fucking lucky. And he just goes,
Oh, well,
Your wife
kudos to the
probably
doctor.
has
They look
you.
great.
Do you have a wife? You should. I can recommend my doctor because he's. So
I do, but for
good.
what it's worth, she and I are part of the lifestyle. So, if
The native lifestyle, I get it.
the lifestyle.
You
And
want to meet me at the bar later? Because I mean, I'm open.
what? What bar? Wait, where?
You and your wife.
Do you, do you stay at the Green Keep?
Why, yeah, I do. They gave me such a deal.
Well, if,
and he looks towards where the overseer is shouting at someone.
if I see you there, then yes. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I buy the drinks and you guys buy what come after.
And his little yellow cheeks go a little crimson as he, okay, and there is a shout from the overseer, "Come here, boss!" and runs over that direction. All of them now, every single one outside of the one in the shredder, the armored suit, are currently crowded around this machine. And Otto, you're able to hear not a one of them seems to have any idea how to fix it.
And Otto said, "Good shit, Kai. Good shit."
Well, let's
Yes,
go
we just
find
leave.
these reports and, come back later. I'm gonna trot off.
And you said you trot off? So could the two of you make me just stealth checks to disappear if you are also, Otto, trying to take this opportunity to just depart? Because they are not actively paying attention. This is versus their passive, which is not great.
Yeah, at this point, we're just going to document this down as a failure and just keep on going. We're going to just sneak up out of here.
14.
Okay.
Hold on there.
I've got a flame.
19 plus 3 equals 21.
Yeah, their passive perceptions are 9. So the two of you just melt back into the tree line as there are just these chaotic sounds of metal as they're tossing things, trying to fix it.
No, no,
No, I don't know how to fix it, boss.
figure it out.
And you just hear this in Goblin as the two of you melt back into the tree line and rejoin your friends.
I'm gonna
So-
unzip the goblin look. And I'm back to the flat-chested, thin-hipped dragon with a flamethrower.
Oh,
You still have the flamethrower, yes.
it wasn't a... Yep. Forgot that it was illusion for a minute. Anyway, so they failed.
So go ahead and add
You
that, by
forgot
the
it was an
way.
illusion.
Wraught, you can add this to your inventory, the flamethrower. Here's the thing. It requires refueling. It is a limited use thing. However, per use and per refuel, it can be used to, in a very similar way to Dragon's Breath, but without using one of those charges. It can make a 15-foot line, 5 feet. They have to make a dex save of 12 or take 4d6 fire damage.
That's a lot better than Dragon's Breath.
Kieren?
As Kai was coming back, skirting through the camp and around stuff, is there anything that just looked lootable along the way while I was invisible?
You do love to steal.
Because as soon as I get around the goblins that are running towards the thing, I'm just able to, take a look for a second.
Make me an
but-
investigation check.
Yeah. 15?
Roll me a d6.
4.
Yeah. So as this was basically, you were hustling off of the platform, and you were running, and you do one of those things where then you run backwards a few steps because something caught your eye, and
then he backed up like a dang cat, trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
one of the crates, several of the crates were open, but there was one that you were able to look into just in passing, and you noticed a vial of a familiar colored liquid. Looks like some type of healing potion.
he's gonna like crawl over the top of it, like, and just like stuff whatever he sees into his jacket.
And just as you walk away, you just uncork it, put a little on your finger, give it a quick rub on the teeth to taste it, and it is a greater, a potion of healing greater. Be sure to add that to your inventory. I'm not keeping track for you.
Add 3 since he's not keeping track.
God damn it, don't give that away. I still have my records. All right, and I did interrupt something that was going on between Otto and Kieren, or it was Otto and Wraught, when I was adding the flamethrower. So please feel free to resume your scene.
Well, yeah, I forgot it was an illusion for a second.
Am I just that good, or?
No, you just don't have boobs. And it just keeps going and walks away.
Otto, I'm gonna kill you.
Try.
I'm gonna chase him off to where Bodie and Melon are waiting, like claws out.
Rod, I gotta confess something to you.
Don't tell me you forgot it was an illusion too.
Nope, I most certainly did not, and it awakened something in me.
Great, you like goblins with big boobs. Good for you.
He's
Who
learning that a
doesn't?
corn dog is a pie.
Yeah, Rod, did you know that a corn dog is actually
I don't
a pie?
want to talk about this. You tried to talk to me about this after you got back from work one day, and it made my head hurt. Let's go before they figure out that we left.
And before everybody figures out the Crimson 2, big boobed goblins is the #1 tag, so let's go.
Hashtag big boop goblin bitches.
Otto, I saw a hand.
I'm just gonna swing in that direction where Kieren just popped up.
Crimson 2, like, what the?
Can we refer to the goblin as the BBIG, the big boobed illusory goblin?
100%, because
All right.
turns out I'm the bad guy.
BBIG.
Oh, but in like that, this.
No, Joe,
I'm
you're not the bad guy. You're the bad
guy.
bitch.
Yeah, the bad bitch. So, I will assume this conversation happened either quietly or after you had snuck a decent
we're
distance
leaving.
away. And you pull away from the tree line, retreating a little bit back the way you came west, just until the tree line falls out of sight, so anyone poking their head out wouldn't be able to immediately see you. And the whole time that you trek that way, you don't hear the sounds of the logging camp start back up.
But you do hear me going, I've got a flamethrower, I've got a flamethrower, I've got a flamethrower.
Fire really does make you happy, doesn't it?
There's a lot of things that make me happy. You just haven't, like, looked that far into my tragic backstory.
It's a tragic backstory.
It's the one where my mother abandoned me shortly after birth, and I had to scavenge for myself in the wild and eat, like, live things. and eat
Gromp
their
is just
hearts.
writing this down furiously as you're giving all
I
of this.
take Gromp's notebook and I set it on fire.
Pulls out a second identical notebook and starts writing again.
He keeps a lot of notebooks on him. Trust
Look,
me.
I've had a lot of notebooks get taken from me
You've
and
also
shredded.
had a
You're
lot
not
of
the first
plants
person.
taken from you.
Could you not?
shredded.
Could you not bring that up? It's still, the hurt is still too near. Could you not?
Also
I'm sorry,
beer.
but the just you sitting there watching me be amazing has just brought out the cattiness in me.
Is that what we're calling it? Amazing?
Me being amazing, not you.
I mean, I feel like if I had those, I feel like I could have done it too. For what it's worth, you did a great job. Don't get me wrong.
My minor illusion giant dragon titties.
No! No dritties!
So big I can rest my hands on them instead of drink there.
I've seen that at Ren fairs. Otto?
You know, there was a bounty hunter that came to the carnival one time, and his wife did that. I'm sorry. That's all I can think of, and that's what happened.
So, you all have pulled a little bit back from the tree line of the Shroudwood. And so you're back out on the slope of a beautiful rolling moss and grass covered hill. There are yellow and pink and blue wildflowers all around, bees buzzing. What are you doing?
So we're in the Shroudwood, technically, right?
Just outside of it. You were in the Shroudwood, and
Do we
then
want to?
While we were in the Shroudwood and, walking along, do you mind if I look for the hummingbird mushrooms that the bakery lady was asking about?
so the logging camp was right on the edge, so you don't have much of the Shroudwood to look at during that time, looking for the hummingbrella mushrooms that were mentioned by the baker at the Enchanted Oven.
You guys
Ilsa.
mind if we stay inside the forest just a little bit so I can look for some mushrooms so I can have a date?
What?
Wait, what?
One thing I will mention, just that you remember, because it's only been a day, for Kai and not 4 or 6 weeks or whatever it actually was. Ilsa did mention that these were deep in the Shroudwood. Now, you're still welcome to take a look. Who knows? But, and I'm sure you would, like just taking a look. You don't find any here on the outskirts, however.
Okay, so for sake of brevity, Kai's going to fill them in about Ilsa and the baking competition and how he feels like she really deserves to win because she put so much passion into her baking and that she requires the hummingbird mushrooms and that they are slightly deeper into the Shroudwood.
So the lady who made those really delicious pastries that I devoured her on the table, she's doing a baking contest?
Yes, and I want to eat all of it.
Oh, well, I'm supposed to help judge that with the knight that's there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Sir Dell.
Still.
It's perfect. We can rig it? No, that sounds like a great amount of fun. This sounds like great. I want to back this 100%.
It does, but it is like the most random bucket. Is it hand
Bodie,
mice?
we're going to poison her competition.
And Bodie, if we find any of these
That
cool
is
humming
fair.
something mushrooms, we can stick them on your back and you can grow more.
And maybe we can hunt for the unicorn and kill it.
Nope,
We're not
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
unicorn.
I want to
won't
do
do
the
that.
pie thing.
Why not both? Both is good.
Both is good.
Nope, just the pie part. If we could do that, that'd be
What
great.
if we trip across a dead unicorn? Maybe we just find one in
Yeah.
the road that somebody ran
Okay,
over.
listen, there just so happens to already be a unicorn there. I mean, well, might as well, but like, if it's
Two
Pie?
questions.
it
What about
is
a unicorn
murdered.
pie?
No,
Is it a hand
Unicorn
pie or
pie.
a hot dog?
Or what
No.
if you just don't look and I
No.
murder it?
I mean, no, thank you, my
Unicorn
friend.
sandwich or hand pie?
Which baked goods are you judging, Otto?
Smoked unicorn.
Oh, while you guys are doing this, Otto is you've been arguing, so Otto's been kind of head on a swivel, kind of just looking around, see if there's any type of change to the area where we're at. Because he still has a job to do. To try and find that fucking whatever they haven't fucking seen monster.
The snark.
The snark. Thank you. What? Oh, just the pastry contest. You didn't really go into detail. We talked about other things and whatnot.
Was it you, like, smelling shit on your hands?
No. How does it feel to have big boobs and actually people give a damn about you, Wraught? I'm sorry, what?
Are you okay, buddy?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm trying
Ron's
to find
gonna
this
reach
monster.
into her mouth and pull the fiery whip out.
Whoa,
And I'm
whoa,
gonna
whoa,
make
whoa,
an-
whoa, 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 whoa,
I'm gonna make an
whoa, whoa,
attack
whoa,
on
whoa, whoa,
Otto's
whoa, whoa, whoa,
ass.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I like to snap, towel snap Otto's ass with my action whip.
We are going to do this really quick because I am anti-PvP for the most part, but go ahead and roll just to see whether it makes contact or not.
17?
Armor class is 14, so yeah.
So it hits, but as that happens, like, Gromp steps in and actually slaps Gromp's leg.
Ah, hold up, Wraught. Otto, what the fuck was that?
Huh?
What the fuck was that all about? First of all, you body shamed.
What? Oh, sorry, I'm confused. And there's something supposed to be out here.
No,
And-
you're changing
What?
the subject.
What?
Yeah.
No, I want an apology.
I mean, look.
Oh, yeah,
Otto,
I'm sorry.
Otto, I love you with all my heart. You know that. You're my best. You're my
Yeah.
guy. But
Yeah?
when we all first met, you remember how you and I would pull aside and have talks about how Wraught was a little mean?
Yeah?
I'm just saying, like, you're kind of being that guy right now, and she's being cool.
Oh.
I'm just saying, you look out for me when I'm doing dumb shit, and I know I don't listen all the time, but I'm trying, and so I'm just here trying to look out for you because I think we've made great strides as a group with unity, and I know there's a lot of stress on people right now, so I think she did just do a very good thing and all that, so maybe this might be a good opportunity to, like, maybe say the S word. Not shit. I don't say the S word for
No.
that. I just say shit.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna say shit. But no, I'm my apologies, Wraught. No, you did a really good job back there.
Wraught, anything you want to say?
I did do a good job.
Okay, yes, and confidence in yourself is great, but you know what? I'm not. Bodie should probably take this over. I'm not really the therapist.
You know what? I mean, first of all, I'm really proud of you. And if you want to journal about it, I got some extra parchment.
I mean, I know
so
that
if you
Gromp
wanna-
has like 17 moleskins.
And
16 now.
additionally, Rod, I think you're hot regardless of your dritty size. So I think that it's
They were
not.
goblin titties. They weren't even like dritties.
As you still have, like,
I don't know.
the
I
quadruple
she
Fs.
dropped them like 10 minutes back of walking.
Did you, like, literally drop them? They just fell on the ground?
They actually like dissolved and turned into fairies and went off into the wilderness.
You're just like one of those lizards who can, like, let the tail
Exactly.
fall off, and it's just the boobs that disconnect, and...
Oh my god!
Oh,
No,
please.
it's
Oh,
either,
please,
it's
let
either
them still
there's
be
like
there.
rogue boobs roaming the wilderness now,
Oh,
or they
God.
turn into fairies.
No, this
and
is
now they're, like, pollinating the
All right,
flowers.
back. We're back. We're pulling back. We're pulling back, Chaos Crew.
Every time I make illusionary tits, they turn into fairies or they fall off and roam the wilderness.
They're going to start their own culture. Otto, did you have a hand?
I was just laughing my ass off. I'm sorry. Just go.
So you all are having a
I
conversation.
don't need boobs. I was never femme. And she says femme and stops. Never mind. And walks ahead.
What do you think she was gonna say? Never feline.
Don't worry about it.
I'm suddenly very worried about it.
Don't worry about it.
You know, when you say it more and more aggressively, it just feels like more of a problem.
And that
I mean, some-
I was literally gonna get in Buddy's face and be like, don't worry about it.
He starts sweating and shaking a little bit.
I'll come up next to Bodie. It's like, some people just aren't comfortable in their body.
Oh. And he looked at his shelf. I got it.
So we're looking for mushrooms or what?
As you all are starting to walk off, Gromp is going to put a hand on Otto's shoulder just to slow him down a little, to put both Gromp and Otto walking in line with Wraught. And Gromp just looks over at Wraught and says,
By the way, Wraught, that was really impressive. I have to admit, when you went in there, I thought the whole thing was going to go to hell in a handbasket. I thought there was no way that that Wraught is going to pull off a scheme like this. But look, I'm saying I was wrong, and you did great.
I don't know where you got the impression that I'm shit at what I do.
I just don't even know really what you do. Most of what I see you do is like fire things. I didn't know you did like that.
I can be aggressive and competent like a businesswoman.
Yeah, but you were all like, "Wow." Like, I don't even know the word for it. Like,
The word you're thinking is sexy and fierce.
both of those I think apply. Though I'm not, goblins, not my personal aesthetic, but I like a hairy woman. But other than that, I thought you did a great job.
Thanks. I don't know where you guys got the idea that I don't love to fuck, but we've been
Whoa.
a little busy.
That isn't even what I was talking about, but we are getting deep into some personal things here. Anyone else here love to fuck?
I've never had sex, but it's heard it's fun.
All right. Wow. Okay. Raise your hand if you've never fucked.
And we do once.
So there's a moment where you ask this question, Bodie and Otto put their hands up,
Bodie, you offered sexual favors to a hag.
and Gromp
I knew what I was doing. I just thought she would know and just tell me.
Gromp doesn't put his hand up while Otto is looking at him, but then as Otto looks back at you, Wraught, Gromp just goes, does a quick hand raise.
Since I'm mentally connected to Otto, I'm going to very quietly whisper to Otto, Gromp put his hand up where you couldn't see it. No, don't look.
What? No, I get on all the time, Otto. I've told you about, like, you know that. Like, you know. Anyway, what are we doing next? That isn't this conversation.
Mushrooms or Telltown?
Killing unicorns.
And killing.
We're not killing unicorns,
But here's the
Rod.
thing.
Don't
No,
kill
because obviously we're not, because the three of you are virgins, and you're the ones who don't want to kill unicorns.
Well, maybe
Whoa,
it's
I'm anti-unicorn killing as well.
Maybe it's part of our innocence, Rod. Maybe you need to collect a little bit of it instead of trying to collect the blood
How am
of
I supposed to collect innocence? Is that something that I can get from the corpses of children?
No, I was more like
Don't say yes.
I was more like learn from the company you keep, but it's really kind of starting to
You know how
upset
Otto's
me that
starting to
that's where you would
swear
go.
more from the company he keeps? I'm not going to get my virginity back from the company.
Me neither. Let's go.
I'm gonna make strong eye contact with Otto, and then raise my pierced eyebrows and go and then I'll lean in real close and go. He lost his virginity to his hand.
Oh. Why am I here?
You volunteered.
It's true. So, what direction are you all heading? Are you heading back to town? Are you
Away from the logging camp, but deeper into the woods.
Oh, so in order to do that, you kind of have to circle around, because you were at the western edge. So you basically have to drop down to either the southern or northern or eastern side and go in that way. So you're still wanting to go.
Fine. I figure we only spent 30 minutes to sabotage a logging camp, so the day is young.
Yeah, so you guys have time. And so you're wanting to go further into the Shroudwood, and with the goal being to locate mushrooms. Is that the idea?
And maybe unicorns.
Okay.
And maybe a snark, and maybe a hag. It's mirror.
The snark.
Narc is further south.
Yeah. Well, at least where Sheriff Grimm indicated on your map, where he tracked the droppings to, was farther south of the Shroud Wood. You are not far from there, but it isn't in the Shroud Wood. So which are we doing?
I'm good with kind of going south because Matt just made the southward motion. If we can just kind of like go around it, duck into the Shroudwood in the south area, and even be near the Snark area because we can spend the night here, like camp or something, and then if we find mushrooms, maybe go after the Snark.
Okay. So let me just make sure I understand the plan. The plan is to head into the southern part of the Shroudwood, look for mushrooms, maybe stay the night here, and then go hunting for the Snark? Is that correct? Did I understand that? Okay. You
Unless we can hunt for the snark in the same day.
might be able to. Depends on how long you want to spend hunting for mushrooms and how long it takes you to find them. You follow the edge of the Shroudwood from the west and start heading south. It's a pretty large wooded area. But eventually you do encounter the southern tip of it. So then start heading back into the Shroudwood so that you can push deeper inside without ideally getting anywhere near the logging camp or anything like that. As you do, and you start pushing farther into the trees than you did the first time, because the logging camp was right on the edge, Shroudwood has definitely earned its name. The constant high afternoon sun is not entirely obscured in here. There are occasional beams of light that cut through the heavy canopy. But these trees are old. And these trees are different from most of those you've ever encountered in Faerun. This is not your average little copse of woods. And as you push in for 5, 10, 15 minutes, everyone make a perception check.
So, question for you.
Yeah.
Just to clarify something. The Shroudwood, look, the Shroudwood constitutes as a forest, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That's one of my favorite places.
Favorite terrains?
Oh, hey, also, quick question. As a wanderer, I'm good at finding food and water out and about.
Mm.
If I just happen to see any mushrooms on our way by, as we're passing through anywhere.
So are you trying to forage specifically for the mushroom that Kieren is looking for, or are you just looking for food in general?
All mushrooms.
All mushrooms specifically? Not
Yes.
other types of food, just mushrooms.
Because, you know what, if I go for all mushrooms, I'll hit it eventually.
Fair enough. Okay, noted. Wraught?
I think that something to be noted is as it turns into deep woods rather than logging and edge of woods, I think that you notice that Wraught's shoulders like loosen and she walks with more of a hunch. Just like a little tiny bit more animalistic. Like she's walking closer to trees and like using her claws to like curve around them more. Like very strangely. Not like I'm sticking to the path. It's deep, deep woods.
Got it.
Like raptor?
Maybe a little bit like Clever Girl Raptor.
I think all of, like, the three of them, Kai, Melon, and Wraught, would all kind of do a little bit of that.
Oh, very. But you also see that, like, on trees, I'll leave a literal scratch mark as, like, a tick. That we pass by.
Would you, knowing that when Bodie stepped on flowers, they turned into warriors who wanted to stab us with swords?
It's nature. Survival of the fittest. I'm stronger than them.
The title of this video is "The Trees Don't Have Tongues," Morgan.
Yeah, they don't have tongues to lick me. So fucking try and lick me then. No, I won't actually.
The trees want to lick Melon.
Ethan quickly pulls up like the living tree character sheet from Lord of the Rings.
It licks Melon and tests his flavor.
Well,
no, I won't actually do that.
Could you all please make me perception checks? And as you all do so, Otto.
The reason why I asked if it was considered a forest is that because I get proficiency bonuses doubled for skills, so that would make it a 10 for me, plus 10.
For your perception?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So 20. You said 10 plus 10, right?
Oh, I rolled a 17 plus a 17 plus the 5 equals like 22, but that the 5 is doubled, so it's like 20.
So it would be 27 total.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That beats my 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. It adds your proficiency again. Your proficiency is a 2. So it went from a 22 to a 24. It's not your bonus, it's your proficiency bonus that gets doubled.
Okay.
So you have a 5 currently. Your proficiency is a plus 2, so you would add that in again. So you would have a total of a plus 7 here in the forest. Still incredibly good. What else did we get?
22.
I'm very uncomfortable with rolling a nat 20, but I did, so also a 22. So I think Wraught crawls on top of Bodie's shell and like lays herself across it like she's sunbathing. She goes, "This is so much better than the swamp."
Mm-hmm. And he's vibing.
A 9 from Kieren.
He's licking rocks along the way. He finds a cool one, he picks it up and he licks it to see if it's salty and sets it back down if it's not.
And I'm looking for mushrooms.
Well, in that case,
I'm at fucking home.
Wraught, Otto, and Bodie. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, because you got a nat 20, so Wraught, you got a 22 also. Wraught, Otto, Bodie. While Melon is looking for mushrooms, Kieren is licking rocks, and Gromp is trying to remember the notes that he lost in his incinerated journal and write them down. The three of you hear the faintest snapping of a twig. It's just enough time. Bodie?
Oh, he just puts his hand up.
Oh, and you call the group to a stop, and just a millisecond after you all come to a stop, shapes move all around you. They're not... The reason it took you all so long to notice it, and the reason why... Kieren, you are very perceptive, but you understand why you didn't notice at first, because they aren't humanoid shapes. They aren't animal shapes. They're moving trees and bushes that emerge all around you. And right in front of you, the direction you were walking, emerges, this time, a humanoid form. Her hair seems to be entirely made of leaves and vines. She's adorned in moss and plant matter that almost is like clothing. One of her breasts entirely bare, the other covered with heavy moss that also grows down her forehead and along her cheekbones, vibrant green eyes, and sticks and roots that grow out in the shape of horns. And she points a finger towards all of you.
Show these villains the meaning of revenge.
And we'll pick up there next time.
No, man.
Don't make
What
us
the
fight
fuck?
dryads when we just saved the forest.
Oh, well, actually, we can use that. We can use that next time.
Move it up there. Get that conversation
make
in there.
those visions, kids.
I mean, arguably Kai saved the forest.
Well, everybody, that
We
was
all did.
an
Yes.
incredible session. Great job. You managed to avoid, I'll let you know, a fun combat that you all managed to deal with.
Yeah, tell us later.
Oh, I mean, like two
Give us the
people with those flamethrowers. Each one of them also had bombs that had area effects that they could throw.
I could have asked for them to give me their bombs.
The overseer had some cool abilities, and boy, a thing that's designed to take down huge trees can do some walloping. I think
Turns out boobs get shit
that
everywhere.
was incredibly done. Well done, everyone. You got through what could have been a very tough combat through guile and cleverness and boobs.
And tatas.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know the MVP of tonight's session. God.
For once, oh my god, I got to do
Wraught's make-believe tits.
The character with the least existent breasts, because you're a reptile, along with Bodie. The two with the least existent mammary glands.
I love that immediately after that they started ripping on her for having no boobs.
I'm not made with them.
Me.
This is my species. I don't nurse young. That's not what I do.
Fuck
Well.
me and I'll lay eggs. What do you want from me?
Well, wonderful session, everyone. I am very happy to say, we'll be back here next week. And ideally with a full party, we'll be back here Saturday, June 8th, same time. And as always, if you want to catch up on past episodes, you know where to go. You can go to our YouTube Thousand Faces Cosplay, or you can listen to the earliest episodes on Go Buff Yourself. Soon to be everywhere you can get podcasts. At the moment, most places you can get podcasts.
Minus Apple.
We're working on it. Don't go anywhere quite yet, friends, because I want to say goodbye to everyone, and we want to raid because that's how we share the love. So I'm going to say goodbye to our wild things.
Smallville, specifically you.
Anyone have any announcements for this departure? Oh, Lauren was drinking some wonderful tea from Misty Mountain. They have their own branded tea now, and they are quite
I had no
tasty.
idea. I had no idea, and so I scooped up a bunch of them, and I'm trying them. And right now, I just tried Path of Moonlight. Listen to this. Gently blended black tea fused with natural vanilla, orange, blue corn flour, bergamot, and cream.
You were drinking black tea at 6:15 in the evening.
Yeah. But it's actually really mellow flavor, which I really appreciate. Yeah, all of their teas are relatively moderate to high in caffeine, so I just picked the one that smelled the best.
Anyone else have any announcements? Yeah, Mav, hit us.
Hey guys, my name is Mav. I'm a black guy on the internet. Happy Pride Month. Oh wait, no, I'm a black bi guy on the internet. So there we go. I want to, happy Pride Month. But I am also, I am playing a lot of new games. I'm working on some stuff for my channel on Digital Clubhouse TV. I started playing Weird West today. And I'd never played it before, and I really, really enjoy it because I like spooky shit and I like westerns. So I was like, oh, we'll try this, and I started playing that. And I'm still working through Baldur's Gate and a bunch of other cool games. So
my announcement is that it sounds like, hypothetically, maybe Dreadwolf is going to be announced next weekend. So Sarah has been powering through Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, yeah.
And if you love Solus, stop watching because we hate that egg.
Sarah's the best.
What? What did you say? Say that to my face. What did you say?
No, I meant the jar of bees, Sarah. Sorry.
Okay,
Sarah,
yeah,
SERA. Yes, she is the best.
listen. We stand Sarah. We stand Dorian. We stand the bull.
We say
We- We love Cole. You're romancing Cassandra. But listen, we're going to go and kill the Dreadwolf. It's going to be great. It's maybe at some point we will get our streaming up and good before Dreadwolf starts. And then you can watch us kick him over sharp rocks.
Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah.
A burrito's a pie.
I hate this timeline. Don't do it. Mav, don't enter an existential crisis. Stop it.
You're hurting him. You're hurting him.
He's questioning.
I'm taking 36 psychic damage.
Lauren, any announcements?
Just doing stuff and things on the internet. Good luck finding me. TTRPG, modeling, cosplay, and other shenaniganry. That's about it. Thanks for
And
including me.
on Thousand Faces TTRPG Twitch on Tuesday, join me, Mav, Lauren, Sally Quinn, Mithril Cosplays, and what did I say something wrong? Did I say the wrong name?
No, you said, no, I said, Ethan, show us your tits.
Oh, I missed that part. Yeah. There you go. But the City of the Crimson Tower, episode 3, with Mav, Lauren, Sally Quinn, It's Anna Margaret, and Mithril Cosplays. Very excited. That is on Tuesday, so join us for that. But we will be back here with episode 30 of The Wild Beyond 1 week from today. So until then, friends, like I said, don't go anywhere because we're going to raid. Oh, Sarah?
Real quick, do you want me to start sharing the summary out of context with the chat?
That's up to you. You totally can. Those are
I don't
super
know
fun.
how.
Well, that's part. We'll have to figure that part out.
Next time.
Sarah's great at making an out of context meme fest for all of us because you guys don't make enough clips for us.
It is very. Hey, the ones you do make are very appreciated, and the out of context are wonderful. Well, we are
You could make
initiating.
more.
We are initiating a raid, and until we see you all in 1 week, or in a few days, if you're joining us on Thousand Faces TTRPG, we appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves. Do something good for yourself. You deserve it. Hydrate. And until next time, stay wild, friends. We love you.
Stay wild, everybody.
And